In Africa, there's a way I will talk to my parents, but here they are like, normally it's like your age mates. They have the confidence to express themselves and talk about what they want and all that things. And us growing in a different culture, I think it's also difficult how to handle the situation. Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel, Tambua Media, to our platform, Diaspora Challenges podcast. And today we are back with a very interesting topic, and that's about raising kids here in diaspora. And we have three amazing guests with us, and I will let them first introduce themselves. And before they do that, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and also like for the previous videos we have. So I'll let the first guest introduce herself.
Hello, my name is Goodness. I'm from Nigeria. I am mom of 4 kids.
Hello viewers, my name is Milna. I'm from Namibia and I'm a father of 3 kids here in Germany.
Hello guys, my name is Priscilla Mukira. I'm from Kenya and a mom of 2 teenage boys.
So thank you so much for coming here and taking this opportunity to be with us to discuss about this amazing topic. I know it's an interesting topic about parenting. You know, parenting is one of the important things in life and also one of the most difficult thing. So yeah, and I'll start with Goodness. Since you come from Nigeria and you are a mother of 4 kids, and how has it been for you adapting to the culture of here in Germany and raising your children over here?
Yeah, first of all, I would say it's a nice experience.
Yeah.
You know, be brought up in Nigeria. Now you have come to Germany, so you have to adapt to the society and to the what is going on in Germany. It's very challenging, but you have to grow up with it. So I would say it is okay. And yeah.
Okay, Miona, what do you say about that?
I think it's exciting, and at the same time there are some challenges that are there. As you might know that, you know, we are raised or we are from different backgrounds. And then also when you are here, they have sometimes there are some issues that sounds like, you know, like it's like mixing salt and sugar, you know, like, you know, where you still have to adapt, you know, how we were brought up, like some of us. A child cannot answer back to the parents, you know, here, you know, so you have to strike, you know, there is a way how you communicate with your parents, you know. So now in the environment where they are growing up, so you have to know how do you adapt and then accommodate like how I grow up, and then, so these are like some of the challenges that, you know, in the day-to-day that we always experience. But yeah, so yeah, but it's exciting, as I said, yeah, and challenging.
That's good. And Priscilla, what do you say about that?
Okay, I will say, for example, I was raised in Kenya, and when women give birth in Kenya, for example, you have so many people surrounding you, like they are maybe neighbors, you can leave your children with them. But then here, when I gave birth, for example, that was challenging. You're there with your kids, no one is there maybe to come and look after your children and all that. You cannot just call your neighbor and maybe say, oh, come and look after my children. Maybe I go somewhere and then come back. So that was a bit challenging. You have to be there for your children, like 24/7. Also, now the way you have to cope, maybe now the children, when they are growing up, they have more, they express themselves more. And we, as we were growing up, when your mom or your dad say, hey, it's A, there's no B. But then here, you tell the child, maybe it's like this, and the child, they will start now discussing, and you're like, okay, so you have to be patient and try to see they are in a different culture, so you have to to weigh the two cultures, the Kenyan and the German one, because the children are born here, so you cannot force them to be like how you grew up. So it's, yeah.
Exactly. I find, yeah, that's interesting because I think we are raised differently from African culture, and then we have the German culture, and I think we are still learning and relearning some things and also unlearning some things. And I like the way you said about how we speak to our parents is differently, because in Africa there's a way I will talk to my parents, but here they are like, normally it's like your age mates. Also, I would say, depending with their age. So they have the confidence to express themselves and talk about what they want and all that things. So and us growing in a different culture, I think it's also difficult how to handle the situation. So I'd ask you, let me ask, how have you been handling such situations? Let me first ask Goodness.
Yeah, in situation in Africa, we learn how to respect our parents. When your mother is talking or your father is talking, you don't talk back at them. So, and here is quite different. And also, you leather is antastrom, like it's opposite.
Yeah.
So when your children is talking, Mama, I don't want this, I don't want, you just keep quiet and be looking at him. So you cannot do what you want to do, like as an African mother. You know, sometimes when the children is talking to you, Mama, and this, you just remember how to spank, but you cannot do that.
Yes.
In Africa, in Nigeria, we have koboko, but here you cannot do that. So you have to adapt to the situation, to the society, what is going on here. So it's very different. It's difficult, but also it's also exciting and it's mixed.
You have to have a lot of patience.
You have to have a patience, because sometimes you don't, what the children are doing, you don't really like it. For example, now when I was growing up in my home, my parents' home, my mother cook for us. We don't tell my mother, no, I don't want this food, I want the other food. So here you cook the food you wanted for them, but they don't want it, because why? In the kindergarten they see this different food, so you have to also do the same. But yeah, it's very difficult. Not too much difficult, but it's, let's say, medium. Yeah, to raise child here.
Okay. Sticking to that side, I would ask, because it's not about how do you handle like discipline, how do we discipline our kids here? How do you do that? Because you cannot beat them.
No.
So how do you discipline them?
They have different ways of disciplining your children. You can discipline your children now. They are 10 years, they need the phone. Fine. You give them the phone. It's very good, because you have to know what they are doing. But if they disobey you, you can take the phone from them. Or maybe they say, oh, Mama, we want to hang out, we want to go and make ubanangt. You said, no, you are not going. That is how you will discipline in love. You don't smack.
You ground them.
You ground them with love, and you discipline them in patience and in love.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Miona, how do you do that? How do you, as a dad especially? That is.
I think yes, the mothers are more.
Yeah.
I think I wanted to just to touch on. She mentioned some very important points on it's not like on these, on the difficulties of like how the children, how they express themselves, and it's how you approach it also. From our backgrounds, in as much as of course we were raised in a different world, different beliefs, and then how our parents raised us, but it has also its own pros and cons. Like for example, it teaches our children, which I also support, that they are able to express themselves, to say what they want, what they don't want, and then also for us also to know, instead of like, okay, it's my way or the highway. But at the same time, the most difficult part is for me also, I can't unlearn what I also have, what is there. Those are my factory settings. It's how I am, but we have to strike a different, an understanding to say, okay, with great power that you have of expressing yourself. For me, what I always told my children, and what I always instill, is that you can communicate, you can express yourself to me, but the underlining word should be respect. Your tone of word, how you express yourself towards me, That one, I've seen it somehow with like here where the children yell, shut the door. You look at them, no, my child was expressing. For me, that's offensive. That I find it offensive. I call you back, my tone also changes. Then I still also behave like animals, like in the animal kingdom, because I grew up there. I'll show you I'm an alpha of this house. I'll show you I have authority and I have powers more than you are. But if you have something, express it in a way that is respectful, because I'm also raising a child who I'm going to send out in the community. If I allow you to express your mind in as much as however you feel, of course, you are growing that as a child, I have to guide you. Yes, and of course, I have to learn to teach you to express yourself. But you should be able also, the way how you express yourself, you grow up with different people, different from different backgrounds. So you should be able also to know, to create boundaries, to respect other people's views as well, and then find a way how you communicate. So on disciplining, for me, my underlining part is that, and I know when I try to explain it, I speak to other people like from the Germans, they say, somebody asked me, what do you mean by respect? What is respect? So some people say respect is like, do you mean that it's obedient? Your child has to obey you. I said, no, respect is the respect how it is. Respect, it's something which is very holistic. How you communicate your conduct, and then also communicating to somebody by acknowledging that person is a person of certain, and then also I'm also a person. So this is just how I would say how I conduct myself.
Yeah. On that discipline part, I tried to do it like my mom used to do when I was young, the eye contact, and it didn't work because my mom could look at me and
yes,
there's something, you have to change, you're doing something, you have to. So I tried that and my son was like, are you changing your eyes? So I was like, hey, Priscilla, you have to change. You're not in Kenya. So when they were small, I could take their Spielzeug, like what they really love, or maybe there is their cartoon. Then I say, okay, today, because you misbehaved, you're not going to watch your cartoon. Or maybe then you have to stay in your room. And it worked really because when they are growing up, they love their program so much. And when you cut short that program, then they feel it. So they really change and say, so they're like, we have to behave so that we have to watch our program and all that. As they're growing up, you really have to be the best friend to your children so that you can be able as well to install the discipline they need, because you have to listen to them. You have to give that chance also to talk. There is no other alternative, but then be their best friend, and then also try, like the other guest said, like now they are going out with their friends. Like I'm a mom of teenage, they are boys, they play football, so they are always on the way with their friends. So if they do something which I felt like it wasn't good, then I won't let them go. I'll say, okay, you have to behave in a way so that also I will give you, because I want to know when you're outside there, you're also behaving well. And it has to start from home. So the best thing is being the best friend to them, and in that way, the discipline will come.
That's good. That part you said about being best friend to them, does it come like sometimes the way you are being so best friend and you are close to the child, it comes to a time now the child takes advantage and starts like thinking, I can do what I want, or you know what I mean? Because friendship way, is there a time it comes now you have to be, no, I'm not your friend, I'm your mom, that it can change everything.
It's not that best friend, like now you can do anything you want. Don't forget I'm the mom. But the best friend means I give them that chance to know they can open up to me, regarding anything. Because outside there, they might experience some, the world is harsh in a way, so you don't really also be so harsh to them. At the end of the day, you're pushing them to the wall. They might end up maybe doing some, or maybe finding now that comfort from some other people. So you have to make them know, okay, I'm the mom, but also you're so welcome to talk to me regarding anything, about anything, anytime. Yeah.
Wow, that's so nice. So I would also talk about the behavior of the kids towards the both parents. Like a mom, how do your kids react to you when you tell them about something, and how do they react to your man? Like, is it the same? Because we can have this experience of like, I have kids, when I say something like don't do that, and my kids are like, first they will not stop. I have to say like 5 times so that they can react. But when my man says like immediately, they stop.
I think it's correct, the dynamics, but we are talking from a woman's perspective and a man's perspective. But what we need to know is that children will always push your boundaries.
Yes,
they are
that's
pushing
true.
boundaries. They test you. They test you. They test you. And if we look at our dynamics, the family dynamics, is that a woman at home is somebody who's always, as a mother, we, all of us here, I mean, I'm sitting with mothers of, the mother of 4, the mother of 2. So you are preoccupied with a lot of things, looking up, cleaning the house, probably even also managing your work here, or also even reacting to some news back home of whatever is happening in your daily life. So in that way, the children also, when you are juggling a lot of stuff, they are also nagging you on other things, Some things, you don't find it important. Sometimes maybe you let it pass. So they push your boundaries and then you don't react to them, or sometimes how a mother will react out of, how I told you already to, this conversation. So normally you find that with a man, why there's that risk that no, they listen to men. Men, we are people who are like, when you are home, if something happens there, you address it then, with a child. So there is not this thing of like, and also it happens also, as I said, I'm not saying, and please, I don't want to get that all men are not helpful or are not there or whatever. But I'm saying, our dynamics that are there, when you are there, because women sometimes, emotional, even how they are, again, I apologize. Like sometimes this emotional thing, sometimes men are not some people who, we are confrontational beings. When something happens, we confront it then. So that's why you find children have this thought of like, when we talk to them and then we show this thing, they tend to listen, So with women, it's like, you have so many things. It's like you are busy, you are mopping here, you are whatever. Mommy, look, I think tomorrow I'm going, and you have to be, you are here, you are there, you are coming. Even sometimes if I'm at home, I tell them, I'm here, can I help you? No, I want mommy to help me. But I'm like, but I'm here. Yeah. The mom comes also, she works, she's coming from work, she's tired. And there is even this thing, like mostly I work from home. Yeah, I'm the one who picks them from school. Immediately the mom also, I know she has a long day, she gets in the house and I'm there, I'm playing with them, we are happy.
Yes.
She enters the home, everyone is angry, they start crying. There's just thing like, maybe I think it's also natural that kids, when they see their mother, they feel there is somebody who's their psychologist, where they can vent everything out. But I'm like, we were just 1 minute here, we were laughing, we were happy. But just mommy comes inside. These are like, So
yeah, I think that's natural.
Yeah,
like
it's natural,
the mothers, the connection with the mother is very yeah, because I can say the men, they have this firm, authoritative tone when they speak also to the child. It's different from us. That is why you find I can tell my son something 3 times. I'm like so cool, calm, and he don't listen. Now the 4th time I will shout, and that is when he will listen to me. So I'm like, do I have to shout so that you listen to what I'm saying?
But there is another statement which went here through, but I don't know if I would be, it will be okay, it's what I feel. I think as a parent, and with men, we are like that. We love our children a lot. We love them a lot. But the biggest mistake, what I see with women or our mothers or some parents, they do. I disagree. You can't be your child's friend. you can be friendly with your child. You need to these are two different things. You being a friend, you can be with a friend of your child when they are in phases when they are growing up. From now maybe to 18 or whatever, you can be friendly with them. You cannot be their friend. When they are grown up, from 24, you can be friends, because because the difference is you cannot be somebody's friend and then at the same time, instill discipline in somebody. It's
they will have an emotional distraction.
they have a problem, but it doesn't mean that you cannot be friendly with your children. You cannot be fun with your children. You cannot be understanding. You cannot be open. You have to be open with your children. But being open with your children, being playful with your children, does not mean you are their friend. You immediately, when you are a friend to your children, it puts you in a very awkward situation, like where you have to confront serious issues. Because you are a friend now, my friend. Why are you now doing that? I thought we were friends. Now you are betraying me. But you are a parent. You should provide guidance, discipline, even spirituality and all those things. But because a friend is a peer, so you are not your child's peer. So it's just my understanding. I'm not
For your, that's your own. No, that's your own opinion.
I want to say something. There are different types of friendship as well. We are friends with Sly. The way we are friends with Sly is not the way I will be friends with my children. There we have to separate things. But at the end of it, I have to be friends with my children. But then behind my mind, I'm the mom. You get me? Because I cannot be enemy with them. I want to do everything. I want the best. Okay, we are friends with Sly. I want the best for her. You get me? I want everything she's doing to be a success. The same way I will be with my children as well. And not that friends that I will now allow them to do everything they want. No, it's a friend in a way that I will see something. I normally at times I notice something with my children even before they tell me. This is how much I'm connected to them. So if something is really going, then I'll just say, how was your day in school today? So they'll open up. That is, I'm so connected to them that I see them even before they talk to me. I know something is, something is wrong somewhere. So that is the friendship you are talking about. But not the friendship that now you allow them to do everything they want or something
let me
like
chip
that.
in about friendship. Friendship also means a relationship with your kids. So if you have a relationship with your kids, your children will tell you everything. What goes on in the school, who is bullying them, so on and so forth. That is the meaning of friendship. You have friendship with your child doesn't mean that your child will be insulting you. No. Okay, for example, I have worked in the school sector. If you know how the teacher teach your children in the school, you will know that, the teacher is doing a great job. For example, the teacher sits on the floor while the other children step upon and play with them like a baby. Here in Germany, I'm talking about here in Hamburg, where I work as a housefrau in the where you clean them and every other stuff. So that is why we are saying about friendship, so that your children will be more closer and have more contact with you, not to be otherwise, not to be insultive, not about parental friendship.
I think we are talking one thing,
it's
but
one
it's
in different ways.
But I'm saying we are talking of technology. That's why I said I can be friendly. You have to be friendly to your children.
Yes.
You have to be, but my child cannot be my friend.
But then you have to.
So what I'm explaining, you can be friendly with your children. Not can be, you have to.
Yes.
You have to be open with your children.
Yes.
You have to be communicating with your children. You have to create a conducive environment that your children are here. I'm very playful with them, even like with my children. I like when they got, even my son will call, Papa, today we have to fight wrestling. Yeah, we are fighting. There's this, we do that every day or every second day. We fight, we even boxing or whatever. These are things, we even make jokes. I joke, I like teasing my children a lot. I tease them in whichever way. But I'm being friendly. We are playing with them. There's that environment that I've created. But what I was meaning was that in no matter whatever that happens, yeah, I do not allow the situation to say that they are my friends. Because a friend is when you look at the definition of a friend, as you said, she's your friend. You are able to console in her all your for example, if there are things that are not making you happy, like, you are able to vent them to her, and then she was able to give you that back. Friendship is something that is on a certain level. If you look at the definition of friendship, it's something which is always equal. So you can not be of equal footing with a child. You see, on the definition, when you look at the definition, okay, I'm just saying that's how my belief when I come to friendship. I'm not saying I'm right, but I'm not saying when I say they are not my friends, I don't play. No, I'm serious, I'm mad. No, they are. I play, I can be playful, I create and I can read them. When they come home, even just climbing the stairs, I can see my daughter, no, today it was not a good day. I can read them, I know where they are how they are eating, what makes them like that, when they behave in this way, what they want, or when they want to trick me, or when they are negotiating. I know all their tricks because I've learned to know, because I'm so all those are there. But from my own definition, how I know friendship, my children I'll never require them that they are my friends. No.
So guys, about the friendship thing, you can see we all have our personal opinion, how to go with that, how we can be friends with our kids, or about the relationship between us and our kids. So you can check more on that to our next episode. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys. Don't forget to subscribe.